pals, I'm Sam and welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, I did want to let you guys know if you haven't signed up for my email newsletter yet, you can do that in the description below. There's a link for it down there. And what that'll do is it'll let you know when I have any of my new videos go live. I know I say I make videos every other week, but sometimes I make them every week and sometimes I just throw in a bonus one then. And I don't want you to miss all of those, but I also let you know when I have patterns come out, if I find a pattern that I'm absolutely in love with and I think you need to know about it, or if I have unboxings or any partnerships or anything like that. So make sure you're signed up to that. Like I said, the link for that is in the description below. Okay, now that you've done that, first up we're gonna talk about books, second we're gonna talk about the things that I finished this month, and third we're gonna talk about all the things that I worked on this month, which surprisingly is only 2 things, so I'm really excited to show you those. But yeah, let's get into books first. First up, we have Fourth Wing. I'm sure you've heard about it. Everybody's heard about this book at this point. It's literally all over my TikTok and my Instagram before I even knew what it was. Super, super good fantasy book. I have the review for this up on my blog right now. I don't have the cool version with the dragons on the pages, but I think I'm gonna do that myself. I saw a couple tutorials and it seems easy. It's gonna end up probably terrible and all the pages will be black, but I'm excited to try it anyway. But yeah, this very good book. Now what I don't recommend is jumping to a second fantasy book right after you read Fourth Wing. I jumped to Immortal Longings. This was my book of the month for July. If you don't know what book of the month is, it's a monthly book subscription. It's like $15 or $17 a month. I don't remember what it is, but you get to pick out a hardcover book every single month from their library and then they'll send it out to you and you get to keep it. And I absolutely love this. But this book was really good, but I only rated it like a 3 out of 5 because I had read it right after I read Fourth Wing and it just wasn't the same to me. Very good book, but don't do that to yourself. I have this on my like reread list for later on in the year so I can try it again and see if I feel any differently, which I'm already assuming I'm going to. And then the third book we read this month was Vampire Academy. We started this series as a buddy read. There's like a ton of us over on Instagram that started this together and it's good. It's so young adult. I didn't realize how young adult this was gonna be. So it's cute, but there's like an age gap thing and there's like a lot of miscommunication and a lot of drama and it's fine, but it reminds me of high school and that's kind of the point, because that's where it's set, is in like a school setting. But anyway, very cute series. I'm excited to read the second one. I feel like it's gonna have more characters, like character building versus world building, but I just want to know a little bit more about a couple of these characters because it's good. I'm excited. So far I'm rating this like a 3.5 out of 5. But I feel like as we go on in the series, I'm really gonna fall more in love with it. I love anything with vampires, so that's really cool. Yeah, but let's get into our finished products. Okay, so this month we have a bunch of random things that I finished. I've got kind of a little pile over here to go through them with you, but first up I made was a ton of these sprouts. I had an order come through for them for like 10 of them, but I made a bunch of them because I love them and they're gonna also be in my shop update in September. And then second I made was this mesh top, which I'm in love with. This is with the prism yarn for my cardigan that I showed you a couple months ago that'll be coming out, I think in September. But this is probably gonna go up on my shop, maybe. I don't know, I love it so much. I don't know if I should keep it, but it might go up on my shop. So keep your eye out for that just in case. And then another thing I made were these little Christmas trees. So this is like a sneak peek because this is for a partnership project I'm working on with a yarn company. They won't be coming out until November and they're not finished yet. But yeah, these cute little Christmas trees. And the only reason I'm showing you them now is because all of the crocheting is done. They just have some finishing touches and I'm waiting for those to come in the mail. And then we finally finished a sock that actually fits. I'm so excited. It only took 5 socks, but we did it. I am gonna have a video coming out soon with my like experience and my thoughts and all the ideas from like what I got from making socks and what I think you should use and do as a first-time sock knitter, because it took me 5 socks to figure out how to get one to fit. So I think it's pretty cool. That experience that I went through, even though it was pretty stressful at some points, but yeah, sock, it fits. I'm excited. And then for a fail, we had this Tunisian, now it's like a gourd. It was supposed to be a pumpkin, but then it got all weird shaped and my tension got weird and I don't know, I turned it into this weird little gourd. So I think it's pretty, it's just odd shaped. So it's too giant to be a pumpkin and too square to be a pumpkin, but I don't know, what do you think it looks like? And then next up we have our fluidity skirt. So technically I finished this on June 27th, but it was after my last video went live, so I did want to show it to you anyway. But this is another collaboration with Hobby. This one comes out, I think, September 1st. I've got a collection of 4 items coming out. So it'll be 4 different patterns, all crochet, and those will be up on my website. So like I said, make sure you are signed up for that newsletter because we have a ton of patterns coming soon and they're all free, so go sign up. And then the last thing we made was a ton of pumpkins. So I've got a bunch of crochet ones and some knitting machine ones, and I've got some with eyes on them, but I made a ton of pumpkins again for my shop update, and that's going to be September 1st. But yeah, so we've got like almost 50 pumpkins. So I think that's all I'm going to make because I don't really have room to store any more of them. But let me know if you like the ones with eyes more because they're like super cute, or if you like them plain. I also did some with eyes that were like set up in a stack like this, and I think this is super cute too. So let me know what you think because these are fun. I do have a tutorial coming out, I think next month, for how to make these, and I do a full in-depth of what you need, how to do it, and how to finish them up, including the little cinnamon stick tops. So yeah, that wraps it up for everything I finished this month. Let's move over to our whips. Yeah. Okay, so for our whips, like I said, we only had 2 of them this month. This is the first one. It's this scarf. It's made out of merino and kid silk. So this is one of the projects. I'm really excited. This one's coming out in November, and it's another collaboration with Hobby. I love working with them, if you haven't guessed by now. And then my next whip is this raglan that I'm working on. It's just a scrappy raglan. I'm making it with a bunch of my leftover fingering weight yarn held double. But I'm doing this like marled effect. So I held 2 dark yarns together here, and then I took the lighter of the 2 and held it with the cream color, and then I took the cream color and I'm holding it with purple, and just doing that like marled effect so they all blend together. And then I've got some like greens and blues that I'm gonna add to it, so it's just gonna kind of be like a messy, scrappy raglan, and I'm really stoked about it. But yeah, that's all I worked on this month. Like I said, I finished up those objects, but most of it was just working on my whips. A lot of them were pretty close to done, if I'm being honest with you, but I just wanted a nice slow month, and that's exactly what I got, because August, September, and October are gonna be wild. So yeah, next up we've got a temperature blanket video coming soon. We've got the knitting machine pumpkin video coming soon, like I said, and then we also have the Apollo sweater, and I'll put a picture of that up here, and this is my partner in that. That is coming out in August as well, and I don't know, I've got book reviews up on the website that I just posted for Fourth Wing and Immortal Longings. We've got patterns that we released last month, so just go to my website, check it all out, sambartley.com, and yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Bye!